2000 Act 228 made medical cannabis legal in Hawaii. Today, medical cannabis patients and their caregivers are still prosecuted by the state of Hawaii.
The chemists press the pills while the hippies in the hills plant the next generation, grow the next strain.
We are the hiccup in the system. We're not going to stand silent. We're going to fix this, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make these guys stop picking on medical cannabis users.
We've got those hippies in the hills and them doctor scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go.
Okay, thanks for coming down, Mr. Ruderman. Could you state your position, please?
I'm state senator for the districts of Puna and Karu.
Thank you. And are you here in official capacity?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And did you ever visit the Alternative Pain Management Collective?
I did.
And what did you observe at the collective?
Thank you. I observed a group of people who were very, very serious about the reasons that they were meeting. They were concerned about legislation that could help their legal status and other ways that they could ensure access to medicine. I observed a group of people that were surprisingly serious. It was not in any way a party or a potluck or a fun thing. It was people who had serious illnesses being very serious about trying to get access to medicine.
Thank you, sir. And were there dispensaries open at this time on the Big Island?
No,
And was there any other legal way for patients to acquire medicine at this time?
Objection caused by for a legal conclusion.
Sustained.
Well, was there any other legal way for patients to acquire that you were aware of as a state senator?
my understanding was you had to grow it yourself or be part of a caregiver relationship with another cannabis licensee. That's my understanding. That's the only way it was to obtain it. So if you were not physically able to grow it, there was no legal access to it.
Would you tell your constituents to be cautious?
Yes.
Objection and relevance to what he tells his constituents as to this case.
Well, in your experience, what have you observed about medical cannabis patients trying to be legal in the state of Hawaii?
Objection as to relevance, and there's also ambiguous as to time frame.
How do you know that cannabis helps chronic pain?
I've had an experience in my capacity as state senator that showed it to me very clearly. I'd love to convey that if I would be allowed to do so. What I did was I was contacted as a state senator by one of my constituents who asked me for help finding access to medicine. He had a license and asked me to come meet with him. I met with him. He was a veteran with chronic pain. He showed me his medical license. And then he pulled out of his other pocket 2 opioid-based medicines. One was Vicodin, I can't remember, I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. They were 2 prescription brand name medicines that we're all familiar with the names. I'm afraid to get them wrong. He said, "This is what I take when I can't find medical cannabis. I hate
Objection to the narrative response.
And that made clear to me the reality of, I'm sorry.
It's all over at this point.
You may continue, Mr. Ruderman.
Seeing this man who was very earnest, desperately trying not to take his opioid pain medicines, made it very clear to me how strongly medical cannabis can help people with chronic pain. It was something I was unaware of to that extent before that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No further questions.
You take your morphine and Demerol. Don't forget your oxycodone. You can travel, never leave home. I've got those hippies in the hills and them doctor scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your flask and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go. I've got those hippies in the hills and them doctors scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your flask and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go.